Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday.
Hello,
Let me
everyone.
know if y'all can hear me all right, if you can see me all right. Um, Today we have a lot of things to do, so it's going to be lots of fun. I am pretty excited. Hi, Stargazer. How are you? How is your Thursday? Are you having a great day today? Let me know what you've been up to. And again, yeah, let me know if you can hear and see me all right. So a lot of things to do today. So first, I want to pull up the app. Oops, that is a bit of that's a bit of a, what's the word? Spoiler. Spoiler alert. So ignore that. Okay. So, first, I want to talk about how we have some new featured stories. I think they're not up yet, but if you head on over to Discord, you can see them here. So, we have three new featured stories this week by our community. The first is She Is Mine by Ashley123, The Darkness Inside Me by Mizzy, and Vampire or Not by Dark Souls 3. So if you haven't checked those out yet, I highly recommend you go do so. And yeah, let us know. Have you read these stories already? Are you familiar with them? Are these new to you? If you've already read them, what do you like about them? Let us know. I want to know what you think about our new featured stories this week. Really, really exciting. Okay, so now that we've done that, oh, here they are. So they're up here. I'm not thinking. Obviously, they're right here. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, She's Mine, Vampire or Not, and The Darkness Inside Me. All of these are our new stories. So here's The Darkness Inside Me by Mizzy. And there's already 5 episodes, so you have quite a lot to read from. It says Kento Sayaki, a 16-year-old boy, has had a monster in him his whole life that comes out at night. One day he meets a girl. He looks at her and finds her annoying. It says Kento hides a deadly inner monster cursed to kill nightly. That is pretty intense. And I love the cover, it's really cool. Okay, so that's one of our featured stories this week. And another featured story this week is Vampire or Not by Dark Souls 3. It says she attends Midnight Academy haunted by her past and her powers. Lucy is a part vampire and is going to Midnight Academy and is very scared. She mess and along with discovering new friendship, fights, and classes, also her human side along with it. Okay. So let's see. There are 14 episodes for this one, so go check it out. Let me just sneak a little peek at the visuals because I'm curious. Okay, so there must be something going on here. Okay, super cool. And then the third and final one, last but not least, is She's Mine by Ashley123. It says, an accidental confession leads to an awkward encounter and detention. Amy is a sad girl who forgot about love after being dumped 2 years ago. But then Alex walks into her life, which changes everything. Oh, so it's a romance. And there's 3 episodes of this one. Super cool. All right, I always love when we have new featured stories. It helps us discover new writers and new stories. Super cool. Hi, Lipe. How are you doing? Okay, so now I want to jump into the Toongether Academy, episode 12, part 1. And I want to read through it with y'all. Oops. Scroll to the top. All right, let's read through. Okay. And did you see her face when she... Oh, wait, let me see. This one... Okay, yeah. Episode 12, part 1, The Olympians. Made with the community. Find all the participants at the end in the credits. So we'll go look at the credits afterwards. Okay. So she says, and did you see her face when she found out your dad was going to get her fired? That'll teach her to give me bad grades. What are those two doing all alone? Sir on love deck? What's he doing with the prefect when classes are already over? Hey, are you even listening to me? Yeah, I just had a hunch. This reeks of exam cheating all the way. Storytellers, the night is about to get wild with this snowstorm. If you ever stop picking up our signal, it means that bzzz, bzzz. Young lady, please turn that nonsense transmitter off and listen to your headmistress. Thank you, Mr. Tornpage. Dear students, you're probably wondering why I gathered you here when you should be working on your homework. Wait, why does all of this sound familiar to me? I have no idea, but Mr. Dreamkey doesn't look very interested. Tonight, my dear children, the signs are unmistakable. A very special door has opened in the storytelling pathways, a passage to the world of ancient legends, a passage to the lands of the Olympians. Yes, I knew it. Wake up. Under this veil lies the Olympian trophy awarded only once a century. Okay, and the competition's trophy was decided by you, by our community, by all of you. So wait to see which one was chosen. And after a vote with our community, this is the one which was chosen. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. Okay, so now I invite the 5 prefects to come forward and announce their champions, after 1 minute of reflection, of course. Wait, what is this? Are we being picked at random? No, unfortunately, first years aren't allowed to participate. Prefects, I remind you that once the candidates are chosen, there is no turning back. Are you ready? Announce your candidates. Candidate of Prefect Joshua Rue, Hilda Gutenberg. Candidate of Prefect Romualda Vale, John Sandra. Candidate of Prefect Salem Smith Jr., Harry Waterlove. Lucen, on love deck, you promised you'd leave me alone once we got to the school. Keep your word. Patience, my friend, patience. Our great master's plan is finally about to come true. Speak for yourself. Candidate for Prefect Andrew Terrence, Karina Sharmiva. And the last one is candidate for Prefect Varia Cyrus, Francoise Leclerc. What? It's impossible. She's too novice. I'm sure she cheated. She won't last an hour. Francoise, how could you do this to your own daughter? Keep your voice down, you idiot, or you'll get us thrown in prison. Miss Varia Cyrus, you are expelled on the spot. I'm going to shut this school down. This is chaos. Keep calm. I'm sure there's an explanation. Master, the school and its secrets will soon be yours. To be continued. So congrats to the trophy design winner, Lunar Eclipse, and of course to all the participants who designed other trophies. Let's go check out some of the other submissions before we jump into the next thing. All right. Let's see, I have it over here. Oh, wait. Go here. All right, so this was the original. Let's go to it. Okay, so let's check out some of the other submissions. Wow, that is beautiful. And this is the winning one. Percy Jackson Challenge winner. A diamond trophy. Oh, this one's really cute. Canty, of course. Ooh, this one's really nice. Cool. Y'all got really creative with it. Really, really creative. I like how some of them are really cute. Some of them are really, like, elegant. I like how y'all all threw in your different styles. So cool. The tater tot one. Aww. Okay. You all created some amazing trophies. Really cool. Okay, so let me go back here. Oops. All right, so as always, thanks for helping us create this story together. It's always super fun to do this with you all. Okay, so on to the next thing. So let's see, at the end of this one, I think it said, no, well, there's a new challenge. So let's go do that. Yes, okay, so the new challenge is decide the plot for part 2 of episode 12, What Awaits Francoise in the Land of the Olympians. Um, let's see, what is hidden in the Olympian lands that Lucen wants his daughter to find? So let's do the challenge. All right. All right, so it's a dangerous contest that leads to the lands of the gods. So why risk his own daughter? That's what I'm wondering. Why would he do that? Okay, so I'm going to, let's see. One second. Or did he? Always, yeah, it's always questioning everything. Okay, so let's see. Let me get my background. I saved one earlier. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right, so I'm going to explain, as I place objects, I'm going to explain what my theory is, but we're going to take it slow. I'm not going to give it all the way at once. So I created some new characters. Which one do I want to use? Oh, he's sad. I kind of want to, I wonder if there's one of him sitting yet. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna generate some poses for him really quick. Let's see if there's some sitting ones. I know that there are, I just don't know where exactly. There we go, sitting. I'm gonna do that really quick. All right, so tell me, how is y'all's Thursday going while I wait for these poses? I guess I can pull up Francoise. Where is she? There she is. She has a lot of poses, so this is gonna be, let me see. I don't know how I want her to be facing, actually. I think I want us to see her back. But maybe I'll do this, actually. And you will see why. In a second, I need to zoom in a bit. Let me set up my shapes and stuff. So I'm gonna do a white square. And then a black one. Okay, there we go. All right. 1 second. All right, so it's a dangerous contest that leads to the land of God, so why risk his own daughter? That's what I want to know. But Lipe is saying, or did he? You think he didn't risk his own daughter? You think he it's the plot thickens? There's some secret we don't know? Okay. Let's see he is ready. If some of the sitting poses are ready. This one's good. That will work. Wait, what does that mean, Lipe? What's visas? What is that? Am I missing something? Okay, so I think Francoise will, no, okay. I think she will find the god Ares, who has been locked up due to crimes committed in Olympus. And I need some magic spells and stuff. But he needs to be really big because he's a god. And let's get some magic effects, some like dark magic type. I wonder if this will work. Let me see. Okay, and Francoise is going to free him. There we go. Okay. YouTuber that Francoise's dad looks like. Oh, okay. I don't know this YouTuber. Okay. And then I made another Aries that isn't in chains. So let's put him here. And then I need her father, Lucin. Although I think I have him saved already. There he is. Let's get his back. Okay. So, which will lead him to becoming allies with her father, Lucin. Oh, but he needs to be smaller again because, yeah, he's a god. I keep forgetting. There we go. Okay. Hi, Canty. Did you see it? Canty, I made a trophy specifically for you. Did you see it? I hope that you did. Here, look, it's in my creations. One second. Here. I made this specifically for you. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so moving on. Right, let's get Lucin looking evil. Yeah, let's maybe have him like this. And I want like smoke and stuff. Let's see. We should all love tea. Okay, I have some bad news for you, but I am drinking an espresso right now. So, my apologies. So sorry about that. Um, explosions. All right, and Aries' power will allow Lucin to take over the magical world. There we go. Let me just move everything up just a tad. What do we think? Okay, I'm just gonna add some text now. So she will find the god Aries, who has been locked up due to crimes committed in Olympus, and free him. Actually, let me do that. Do I want it to be? Yeah, okay. And then which will lead him to becoming allies with her father, Lucin. Just don't really know where to put my text is the only thing. I can move this over here. And then, and Aries' power will allow Lucin to take over the magical world. There we go. All right, there we go. I think that looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna hit reply. Okay, let's see. I'm just checking my notes for. Thanks for the emojis in the chat. Okay, so now let's check out what y'all did for the challenge. Okay, let's go back to the OG. All right. So lunar eclipse says a ghost of her past, something that will tell her the wrong truth so she will move to the dark side. A ghostly creature such as the one I have here will tell her lies about her friends and the school. Then she will think that joining her father and the evil side will be better. Whoa. It's a foolproof plan that he has. He believes it won't fail. That's what he thinks. Memories of her friends and Mary will bring her back. Wow, that's a really good idea. Okay, Cartooner Girl 5 says a mountain of evil. Everyone who even steps a foot on it will turn evil. Okay, well, she already has a demon inside her, so I think she's good on the evilness. Okay. This says the darkness. Cartoon Cat 79 says the darkness ball. One touch and you are fully evil. I love that it's just like a ball. Zindrena says a mysterious ancient spell book filled with forbidden magic, promising to help her with her deepest desires, though it never does. Yep. Wait, one second. I don't think I said Lunar Eclipse's name, so let me just read it one more time. So, Lunar Eclipse says she will find a ghost of her past, something that will tell her the wrong truth, so she will move to the dark side. It'll be a ghostly creature, such as the one I have here, will tell her lies about her friends in the school. Then she will think that joining her father and the evil side will be better. Really, that's a really nice idea. All right. Okay, so Benzenith says the stairs between realms, secret pathways that allow only gods or chosen demigods or people to slip between the mortal world, Olympus, the underworld, and the dream realm. All right, Canty. Wow, this is actually not, she's not going to find Canty. This is quite surprising. Okay, Canty says, here's my version for what should happen. Lucin wants Francoise to collect the ancient shattered tablet of the forgotten, like this. However, the pieces are shattered across the area, which Francoise, with the guidance of Varia, helps her get all the pieces, which could be used to develop both characters. After collecting the pieces, she hands it to Varia, who hands it to Lucin, and in exchange gives her a secret about what he's doing. So Lucin gives the tablet to his master, which is unknown what he would use it for and what it does. Okay. I like the look of that tablet. It's really cool. I love it. Okay, good idea. Cartoon Snakey says this demonic creature is what awaits her. Dark Souls 3 agrees. Stargazer says the throne from their family's past, but why? And of course, the goat says, wow, weird. Okay. Noah Varg says a fellow student with a big sword guides her through Olympus to after saving her. Okay. Noah Varg says a fellow student with a big sword guides her through Olympus after saving her from a minotaur. And he says, I'm Scab, Francoise, I presume. She's like, how did you know my name? Okay. Comic Queen says the gray rose of power. I'm not giving up on the rose thing, okay? If it turns white, you get your wish. If it turns black, you are cursed. Ooh. Blitz202 says a cloak. Whoever wears it is open to evil, no matter if there's a spell or not. Y'all really like this evil concept. Okay, Tater.tot says she sees something in the dirt, huh? And has a vision that unloved deck is Lucin Dubak. So she's gonna find out that that's her dad by touching this like crystal. Capybara Girl says the spirit of her mom telling her to join her father's side and that she was always a dark teller. Wow, her mom is also evil. Okay. Talk Studios says maybe a new dark arts ability from a never been open secret chest after a sorcerer locked it away that could possibly take over her body. She's gonna get possessed part 2. Okay, Big Ruby says she was going to be the next Spider Girl. Cool. Imagine the multiverse. Okay. Novels by Reese says a magic treasure chest with resourceful items to support her quest. Nice. I hope she discovers that. Good for her. Jet the dog says Cerberus, but once she gets the golden shoe toy, he will tell all the secrets. Okay. There's some secrets she needs to know, for sure. And here's mine. All right. So, here's what you've come up with. Wait, here, let me start from the top actually. Okay. So here's what you've come up with. Super cool. Really love it. Okay, so if your idea isn't here yet, drop it in this challenge. Okay, so if your idea isn't here yet, drop it in the challenge. It's still not too late. By participating in this challenge, you can help shape the next episode of the Toongether Academy. So all your contributions matter and are super cool. And I'm really excited to see what happens. Are y'all excited? What do y'all think is going to happen? What do you think is going to be chosen? What is she going to discover? I am really curious. I have a feeling she's going to discover something with mythology, like a Greek god or a Greek Greek mythology creature, something like that, something along those lines. Because why else would she be in the land, in the Olympian lands, you know? It makes sense that she's going to stumble upon something that has to do with Greek mythology. So that's my expectation. But let me know what y'all think. All right, I'm just gonna look at what's going on in the shorts. When did Jimmy rise? All right, well, that is everything for today. So what did we do? We checked out the new featured stories, which I'm really excited about. And again, if y'all haven't read them yet, go check them out and let me know what you think. You can tell me on Discord what you think about the new featured stories. And we read the episode 12, part 1 of the Toongether Academy story, which part 2 will be coming very soon. And we checked out the new trophy that was decided by y'all, because y'all designed the trophies, then we did a vote, and it has been chosen. So the blank gap or the shadow kind of form that was in the episode before has now been replaced by the chosen trophy. And then we did the new challenge together, which I am theorizing that Francoise is going to discover Ares, free him, and Ares is going to team up with Lucin to take over the world. And yeah, that was everything for today. Lipe says, how do you get a featured story? So oops, my mic fell. It's still attached to my sweater. It just fell off. Okay, hold on. All right. I think you can hear me now. How to get a featured story. So we have a content team, And our content team is in charge of selecting the featured stories every week. And so they look for stories that um, are just impressive by our community. So well written stories, stories that are beautiful, um, stories that stand out and they want to feature on our homepage. So it's selected by our content team to answer your question. So that's everything for today. We had a lot to cover, but it went by pretty quickly. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your Thursday and a great rest of your week. Um, Next week there will not be any lives because um, I can't next week. So next week there will be no live streams, but I have really great news for those located in the States because I will be in the US in 2 weeks. So I am going to do 3 live streams the December 17th, 18th, and 19th on the US schedule. So instead of 10 a.m. live streams, I'm going to do one around 4, one around 12, and one around 6:30, I think. So later in the day. So some of y'all who maybe have school or work can join the live stream in 2 weeks. So again, I won't see y'all next week, but I will see you on Wednesday, the 17th. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming and joining me and hanging out. And I will see y'all very, very soon. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Okay, bye bye.